Who bought you that Rolex?
His name is Katt Williams.
For the people that don't know, her ex is Katt Williams.
Definitely.
Why did you and Katt split up?
Never mind.
Jay-Z has reacted to Katt Williams' comments about Ludacris.
Katt Williams said in the Shannon Sharp interview that are proven to be facts. Number 5.
I'd rather a female be there. If I gotta smell anybody's breath, I want it to be hers. I don't want none of you crusty. So what I'm saying is, in a staffing issue, I'm gonna have 75% women just because I prefer them.
75% women sound like a headache because women love to argue whenever there's groups of women.
I don't prefer to hear 2 guys talking in the corner. I prefer to hear 2 ladies talking in the corner. I don't care what they're talking about. I just prefer that. I've always lived with several women. Like, I'm known for
several?
Yeah.
Like more than one?
I've already told you that I prefer the company of women.
I don't know about you, but I used to have 3 girlfriends at one time, and it drove my life crazy. For him to actually live with all these women in his house, I can see where his drama side come from, but I can also see where his confidence come from.
So if I told you that me and a couple dudes on my staff sometimes have to cohabitate, nobody finds a problem with that. Yeah, so it's me and 3 ladies cohabitating because that's how the business gets done.
He's right. Whenever you got money to throw around, women are gonna fall in suits. That's why women go to work and they act like the best woman in the world to their boss. Why? Monetary gain. So women are gonna act accordingly. They're gonna follow the rules when they're getting paid. That's why they make good secretaries.
Want a chef that scratches his nuts before he cooks. I don't... no disrespect to these guys that go around with these large male-only groupings, but that's not my episode of Entourage.
Hey, I'm with him on that. One thing that I do not like is going somewhere where there's a lot of people at and it turns into a sausage factory. When it's all said and done, men love the companionship of women.
I'm saying I prefer the saliva of ladies.
Oh, my goodness.
No, understand what I'm saying. If for a blunt, it's necessary for it to get lit, right? And so if you had spent 20 years smoking with dudes, that's a lot of male saliva that you would have just accidentally ingested. I can't.
But if I don't...
How about just rolling it up for yourself? Because regardless, it don't matter. You're getting somebody else's germs, whether it's coming from a man or whether it's coming from a woman. Either way, it kind of sounds nasty. Get in the comments, let me know what you think.
I can't be this specimen on that. It takes the saliva of nice ladies on that. But yeah, yeah, that's all I do.
Katt Williams makes sense when he talks about keeping the women around him because women do act better whenever they're getting paid to do a job. But let's see what his ex-girlfriend had.
Who bought you that Rolex?
His name is Katt Williams.
For the people that don't know, her ex is Katt Williams.
Definitely is.
What was it like dating Katt Williams?
Outside of all the crazy antics and the FBI raids and, you know, the going to jails and stuff.
Wait, were you there during the FBI raid?
Yes!
So like you were there and the FBI
I got
came
a gun pointed at my chest and was told to stand up at like 9 in the morning. My ass was walking around because probably had got busy. I had a t-shirt on.
Sounds like that little thing that Kevin Hart was saying about Kevin. It sounds like Kevin Hart was right whenever it came to Katt Williams. He said Katt Williams messed up his own career.
And I had to get down on like a floor and it was like lasers and scopes at my chest and it was the scariest of my whole entire life, and I was definitely traumatized after an FBI raid. And then I had to go and like stand trial because he had like a whole thing, and FBI was after me.
I feel like they be with Katt Williams.
They do.
They don't like him.
They do.
Do you miss Katt Williams?
She missed the money. Trust me, if he buying you Rolexes, he's buying you cars, he's giving you whatever you want. He already said he liked women. He also said in one interview that he likes saving strippers from the strip club. And you know Hazel, she came in a stripper.
I miss his wisdom.
That means she don't miss the drama.
His guidance, his hand on me. And everybody's worked with Katt or they knows Katt, they know that he can put a hand on you and help guide you. He's guided so many comedians to the next level.
He's a very intelligent brother.
He had the highest IQ test score that you can ever get. Katt has it. His mom is a doctor and his dad is like a scientist. Like,
are you serious?
Yeah,
I had no idea. Was he really like a pimp?
Ooh, talk about your mom being a doctor, your dad a scientist. Brother, why didn't you stay at home? I could see being a comedian, you had your calling, you left the house, you still became successful. But you had a background like that? Get in the comments and let me know what you think.
Not necessarily
Not officially,
a pimp.
or-
He was selling a paper route. He was like kind of like whatever, trying to hustle. And he was throwing papers to like a house, and it was a house full of prostitutes, and their pimp had just got shot, and then he wanted to kind of save the women because they didn't know what to do.
So he kind of took some women under his wing and helped them get
right.
some money.
Yes.
You mean to tell me that Katt Williams went and saved a group of women who had a pimp and the pimp had to go to jail? Oh, sorry, Katt. I got to give you the beta male signal on that. That's some beta male shit right there. I'm sorry, Katt, but we got to give you the beta male quota on that one.
Shout out to Katt.
Yeah.
Now, why did you and Katt split up?
Just all the legal stuff. Like it started to become overwhelming,
too much.
and I felt like, is my future gonna revolve around constant arrests, constant raids, constant? I mean,
It's a wild life being with Katt.
I had to go in front of a grand jury and testify in front of a grand jury in LA about his tax evasion thing that he almost did a lot of time for. I was hiding under my mama's stairs at one point because the FBI were at her house trying to get me to testify against Katt. Like it was after an FBI raid. This is a whole nother situation.
Right.
You know, I left the country because
They just didn't want to get involved.
Didn't want to get involved,
Right.
and I don't know nothing. I don't
Shout out to you for holding it down, though. She
Sounds like she's really was for Katt, but at the same time, that's Hazel. She came in with the drama. She's just the same as the strippers, but we are learning Katt Williams love these girls that are for the street.
If you have toxic women, just understand that all monsters are feeding off of something. And if you find out what this toxic woman is feeding off of, you can just begin to turn off her feeding points. And it drives a toxic person crazy, and they'll get away from it.
That's why we tell a lot of you guys out here, do not argue back and forth with these women. These women are going to drain your soul because the more you talk, the more you're feeding them the hype that they need. Where is your power as a man? It's in silence. The more people cannot figure you out, the more power you have, but you have to be active.
Jay-Z has reacted to Katt Williams' comments about Ludacris. Katt Williams has recently hit the headlines for his usual controversial and wacky behavior. Celebrities who he mentioned in his rant have been clapping back at the legendary comedian after his statements on Shannon Sharpe's talk show have been circulating on the internet. Host Shannon has commented on the interview since it has aired and said, "I'd reached out to Katt last year. But in the meantime, I've had Steve Harvey on the pod, I've had Cedric the Entertainer on the pod, I've had Michael Blackson on the pod, and Ricky Smiley on the pod. All these are names of people Katt ruthlessly spoke out against." Shannon went on to say, "Before I asked one question, he went 30 minutes, so now, as the interviewer, I'm going in my head, do I cut him off and get to the line of questioning, or do I let him go? I said, God, you in control. Take the wheel." And he went. Shannon said that although it was hard listening to Katt Williams talk about his friends, he appreciates the views and attention this interview has brought to his show. Kevin Hart has also spoken up about the viral rant. He took to his Twitter and said, "Gotta get that anger up out your champ. It's honestly sad. In the meantime, please enjoy my movie trailer to my next film, Lift, which
You guys haven't seen Lift on Netflix? Lift is a good movie.
will be dropping on Netflix in 8 days. After all of this, Jay-Z left a comment on Instagram underneath the famous video of Katt's rant. In Jay's comment, he said, "This man is crazy," and put a laughing face emoji. Jay-Z's former best friend Kanye West was mentioned in the Katt Williams interview too. Katt said, "If you say somebody got special needs, then why would you be watching them and holding them accountable like everybody else?" People like to hear Katt sticking up for Kanye West as they feel that Kanye is not in a good place right now. Twitter has been non-stop talking about the interview. One fan tweeted, "Katt, we love you, so be careful speaking up on these things, cause the Illuminati do not play." One more said, "Jay-Z has been known to cheat on his wife, so fans were pretty shocked to see him in support of someone who is saying derogatory things about Ludacris's wife." And finally, one more tweeted, "Oh please, Jay-Z, you're the king of the Illuminati. Of course you find this hilarious. Find something productive to do like taking care of your wife or cutting those horrendous dreadlocks off." For this video's comment question, do you think Katt is a bad person for what he said?
Hell no. Katt's not a bad person for what he said. For someone that's been behind the scenes in Hollywood, I'm going to tell you, The entertainment business is ruthless. It's a cutthroat business. They do worse to each other behind the scenes. What you're seeing come to surface, it just shocks regular people who live regular lives. But when you're talking about millionaires and famous people, all they do is gossip and talk behind each other. Everybody is insecure. Everybody is sensitive. Everyone's throwing each other under the bus. You got to have tough skin in order for you to make it. Katt is not a bad person. He's just doing what Hollywood already does behind the scenes, and that exposes people. It's just that the more money you got, the more you pay other people to expose other people, so it doesn't come back onto you. If you ask me what Katt's doing, ain't nobody mad at Katt. They're mad at how he's going to gain from it and how it's going to kind of downplay everybody that he mentions out of his mouth, because it's going to start sparking eyebrows. And we're living in the year of the truth, so a lot of these Steve Harveys and other people are going to be looking at them, but I can almost guarantee you this, they love the attention. That's how they stay famous.
I allow myself to have political opinions, but I don't really have any allowances in my life to make any suggestions or critiques on women, period. And unfortunately, I thought everybody agreed that women were already supposed to have all of their rights and didn't have to consult with anybody about anything that pertains solely to them, because they're the only life bearers on the planet.
Preach.
So how did they get outranked in anybody's civilization is beyond me. But
I'm just saying that
the law says differently right now, so I don't.
I'm just saying I don't even know why I asked you that fucking question.
I think you saw it on a screen somewhere.
I don't know what the question was, but it sounds like when it comes to Katt Women, he is really pro-rights of women. Women do love him, but he loves saving them thotties.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. You done tried to return something to a black woman at a store, and she act like she bought you that shit herself personally and shit, just embarrassing you in the store. Just, well, what the fuck's wrong with it? Never mind. I don't know why I gotta have two toasters because you mad and shit. This is ridiculous.
Katt is a fool, man. We gotta always throw that in there. If one thing about Katt Williams, man, he's one of them ones, like Kevin Hart said, it's meant for him to go to the top. He just made a couple mistakes.
Williams' Dark Matter tour last night in Estero, and this was the traffic to get in.
Some of y'all is gonna go to heaven just cause you spent Martin Luther King weekend with niggas. I broke it, and so now I gotta fix it. They want to charge me for it. Said I done fucked up some shit. The good news is, the only reason you want to have a great motherfucking tour is so you can bring it to some great motherfucking places. And I just needed you to know. They tested the water outside of Florida. Look at the white people. Known for confronting my issue head up, be it Satan or his affiliates. I don't care if you 6'6", I don't care if it's 5 of you. I don't care if I'm guaranteed an L. I don't care if you put a gun in my face. I don't care about none of that. I care about doing the right thing as I see it.
Has reacted to Katt Williams. Jada Pinkett Smith has reacted to Katt Williams' comments about Ludacris and his wife. Katt Williams has broke the internet recently with his wild statements about people in the industry. In his 2-hour and 46-minute rant, he rips apart celebrities and makes outrageous claims about the Illuminati. His appearance on Shannon Sharpe's talk show has dominated the headlines and been a trending topic worldwide. Katt called out fellow comedian Cedric the Entertainer, claiming he stole his joke back in the 90s. He said, "He stole my joke verbatim." He also claimed that Kevin Hart has not had any organic success and that he is an industry plant. He went on to say, No one in Hollywood has a memory of a sold-out Kevin Hart show. He also alleged that Steve Harvey plagiarized the show Hangin' to make The Steve Harvey Show. Some of the people Katt spoke out against have clapped back. Cedric the Entertainer wrote in an Instagram comment, "Revisionist history. Regardless of whatever Katt's opinion, my career can't be reduced to one joke Katt Williams claims as his." Ludacris also clapped back at Katt for his seething comments about his wife in the form of a 1-minute diss track. He says in the track, "He never been Illuminati or a clout chaser." Katt arguably was the most disrespectful towards Ludacris during his interview, but was still received well by the public, despite calling Ludacris's wife an ugly, weird, face light-skinned woman. After all of this happened, Jada commented underneath the clip of Katt talking about Ludacris. In Jada's comment, she said, "It's 2024 and people still believe in all that Illuminati crap." Jada Pinkett Smith and her husband Will Smith have been at the center of Illuminati allegations in the past. People say that Jada's constant jibes at Will in the public and constant confessions of love for her ex-lover Tupac are part of a humiliation ritual, but these have all just been speculations from fans. People took to Twitter to discuss Katt's behavior. One user said, "Katt is so real for this. Protect this man at all costs." Another said, "Jada, please be quiet. We've had enough of hearing you speak for good. She just has to be involved in everything. You're a mother and a wife. Go and look after your family for once." And
I agree with that. Jada Pinkett Smith is always thinking, what can I do to top the latest news that's coming out? Between her and Will, I don't know. I'm just thinking, what's going to be the next thing they come up with?
Things Katt Williams said in the Shannon Sharpe interview that are proven to be facts. Number 5. Katt tried to warn Brandon T. Jackson about wearing a dress. Katt promised Martin Lawrence when he come back from his hiatus that they would do a movie together. But Katt was surprised to find out that that movie would be Big Mama House 2, where Katt would have to wear a dress. Sarcastically, Katt would tell Martin that he should get Brandon T. Jackson to do it.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. So we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. Get so mad, I say, "You don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson."
And they did. Regretfully, Brandon T. Jackson would take the role.
Brandon T. Jackson, you got paid a lot of money. Even though they made you wear the dress, one of the things that I noticed about the entertainment business, once you put on a dress, it shows them that you could do anything, but it is part of their ritual.
But before he did, Katt would tell him not to. Brandon would take it as if Katt was trolling him. He later realized Katt was just trying to help him.
Only Katt Williams. Katt Williams was trying to always say, Brandon don't wear a dress. He was saying in the media, so I thought he was heckling me. He was really trying to help me.
Number 4. Katt did write for Money Mike.
Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. You can't say my lines, I wrote them.
Trying to add validation at the same time clearing up some things, Ice Cube will also confirm.
Katt, said he wrote his role. The role was written, but he enhanced it. Money Mike had a small role. When we started filming, he was giving us such magic. We kept expanding his role.
That's what you call talent. Whenever you show up to do a role, you show up to do a script, and you end up rewriting it, that's what you call it.
Number 3. Cedric stole Katt's joke. Now, for years, Cedric and Katt Williams been going back and forth about this spaceship joke. Same joke that Cedric the Entertainer would use on the Kings of Comedy movie. People found the receipts, and it's true. Cedric the Entertainer did take Katt's joke. He just added a little twist to it. It don't help that in the same Netflix special that Katt Williams said Cedric didn't have, Cedric does have a hilarious joke that clips are showing that he got from an old show back in the day.
All right, guys, I can only show you so much. To watch the rest of this video, go on TikTok and subscribe to Jody Too Good, where you get to watch the full 5-minute video that I'm reacting to right now. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.